Hi, my name is Kaylee Shallenberger, and I'm in 8th grade at Camp Middle School, and this week I was asked to talk about my opinion on the foot washing and my experiences with it. I've only had 2 experiences with a foot washing, and that was at Wilderness Trail, the only 2 years I've gone, and so I'm going to give you guys a run through of what that was like for me. So I'm going to talk about my first year of Wilderness Trail. My first year, I didn't go with our church, FUMC. I went with Long's Chapel. It's just down the road at the lake around that area. And it being my first year, I was already really nervous. And to make it even more intimidating, I was put with a group of high school and college students. So that was really scary for me. When I first got to the church, everyone there was already really sweet and welcoming. And I told myself that it was going to be a great week. And so everything kind of started to ease over, and I thought it was going to go really well. So on the way up, I was sitting next to a girl that had already been to Wilderness Trail several years, and it was my first year, so she was just telling me about it. And she was telling me about how we would hike a few miles each day, then get to camp and set up, and then just hang out with each other, eat dinner, and then have campfire. And everything seemed really, really great to me until she started talking about the last night. That's kind of when everything changed. I don't know if everyone knows who's watching this, but the last night of Wilderness Trail, like when you're out in the wilderness at least, is whenever the foot washing happens. And to me, in my 6th grade little mind, that sounded absolutely horrible to me. I had never had someone touch my feet. I've never even had a manicure before, or pedicure. She was talking to me about it, and I got really scared. And so I'm just gonna tell you about my reaction to that. So at first, like I said, the whole foot washing thing sounded absolutely horrible to me. I thought it would be totally awkward, and because I didn't know anyone there, it'd be really weird for me, and I was young and I have never had my feet washed before. So I was obviously really scared about that. Whenever we got up to the trail property, the whole foot washing thing had slipped my mind, and I got to know everyone, and we had a really good first night, and it was really good for me to just get to know everyone, and I forgot about what I was stressing out on. So the next morning we got up and we drove off from the property and we started hiking. And the first day, I'm not gonna lie, was not the greatest for me. My feet hurt, my back hurt, my hips hurt. And I remember sitting down at lunch and I just wanted to cry. I was so stressed out, I was in pain, and I was really embarrassed because everyone else was just staying strong and being really positive, and I just wanted to go home. And all they wanted to do was keep hiking. And they would always tell me, like, we're almost at camp, and like 3 more miles. And I'm like, 3 more miles, really? And so whenever we finally got to camp, I got to take my hiking boots off and like put on my chacos and Crocs or whatever. And it was like a weight lifted off my shoulders, I guess. But that was like the run through of my first day. So as the week went on, my feet hurt less, I didn't complain as much, and I grew closer to God and the people I was with. And that was another really great thing that happened for me. When the last day rolled around, everyone kind of got really upset just because we were having so much fun and we didn't want to leave. We did our miles for that day and got to camp and had dinner. And then our counselors started talking about what was going to happen next, the foot washing. If I could recreate the face I made in that moment, I totally would, but I don't think there's ever going to be something quite like it. I was honestly horrified, and I just didn't want to do it. I thought that it was just going to end really bad, and my feet were going to get all ticklish, and I wouldn't know what to say, and I'd stutter on my words, so I started to get really nervous. They started bringing us out to the field one by one to wash our feet, and of course I was the last one to go. Everyone that came back seemed really happy and at peace, and I was nervous that I wouldn't feel that way. When my turn rolled around, I really didn't want to do it. We got out into the field and I sat down and put my feet into the water, and that's when everything changed. My counselors started to tell me all these really uplifting things and all their favorite traits about me and how proud of me they were for staying strong throughout the week, and that really made me feel really good about myself. It was like I had known them my whole entire life. But anyway, yes, it was a little awkward, and because I didn't know what to say and my feet did tickle, it was a really life-changing experience for me. I felt wanted and cared about. When they finished washing my feet, they asked to pray with me. I don't remember exactly what they said, but whatever it was, it made me want to grow closer to God and the people I was with. I know it's kind of crazy how someone just running water over your feet and telling you what they like about you can change your whole mindset. I feel like after I got my feet washed for the first time, everything changed. I've started to do a lot of things I've never done before, like volunteering at the open door and working around the church. And honestly, it was all because of that one night. I hope everyone will have a similar experience either at Wilderness Trail or at church, just because it's so humbling and brings you closer to God. Thank you.